This is my 1997 Mitsubishi Minicab. It's a u42t. I'm going to show you guys today my best way to get the dash off. The dash is already off and I don't want to put it back together and then make this video because it was a bit of a pain. But I'm going to try to show you, add some sort of instruction or guide so that you're not fully lost. Starting with the first two bolts, which are going to be over here, and the same on the other side. These are all, as far as I know, 10 millimeters. Yes, I think every bolt in today's video is going to be a 10 millimeter. And sorry, I've got this dripping. So you're going to take that 10 millimeter off, along with, there's one here, one there, and one there. So there's going to be three, and I'll show you right now that how they are on the dash. This one, and then the following. You'll need to use a pry tool to get those out. That was the first thing I did. And then there is, if you look back in here, yeah, so first take your stereo out, of course. Mine didn't have one, so I don't have to worry about it. But there, you may see a bolt right there, and then a bolt right there. Those are gonna be your next guys you want to get out. And then you should end up with this stereo out, and then you'll have a few, yep, for example, that bolt there, and then one, I believe, it must just be that one. These two especially. Then you got some wires connecting to your cigarette lighter, to your defroster. But you're gonna want to take this AC panel out here, which I'll show you in a second. Which that just takes a lot of wiggling because you just need to move it behind it because it's got two extensions right there. You just need to get that shoved behind there, which is a little tricky. And then you'll be able to get the defroster wire out. There is, I believe, another wire to the left side. I had to get the wire harness attached from these two, so it's just a pop clip, so you might have to pry that out a little bit. And once you can reach your hand under the wheel, I took my steering wheel off, and I have a video on that as well if you want to look at that. You want to reach behind here, and the first thing you want to look at is it's about dead center there. I'll show you. It's right there, so you're going to want to twist left, and that should give you a lot of space to move from right here to there. It's going to be that right there. And then you'll have room to take off this plug, and then this will be free. And the rest of the dash should come with it. I'll make a few notes. These three golden screws are for the three on the dash, or on the gauge cluster. These two bolts, I believe, are for those in there. The ones with washers are going to be, the golden washers are going to be anything to do with your brake fluid reservoir. Let's see, those two golden ones, I believe, are to do with the, I ended up taking out my ashtray because I couldn't get this cable out, which I realize now it looks like it should just be a twist, like go clockwise with it, but I just didn't get that out. So here's what I have. You should be able to pause wherever and maybe see what I did. And yeah, along with these are for like the black washers for those central ones, and for the sides, like I mentioned before, right there. These right here with the Phillips head in the washer, I believe they were located under like that, or something to do with the radio setup. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Most of the smaller black screws are going to be for this panel, for any of the other panels. But the biggest thing, you'll find most of the screws on your own, but the biggest thing is wiggling this aircon out, display out, and then this right here, which I think is just either your speedometer or your mile, the way it counts miles. That's holding this dash on a lot. So once you get that twisted out, then you'll have room to do these wires. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm going to keep trying to make videos as I disassemble this, because there's not really much out there right now. But yeah, I've pretty much taken apart everything on this truck at this point, besides any of the drivetrain. but I've rebuilt the whole engine. I didn't rebuild the transmission, but I connected it up, I suppose. Redid brakes, drums, rotors, fluids. So now my next step is to get this inside painted and reupholster my seats, the roof as well, and just go from there. Thank you guys.